persuade you to take a protein shake with you dudes?
We'll get drive-through.
Hey dudes and girls, well, it's that time to hit a little cardio. We're going to be going over our 3 favorite styles: fasted, low intensity, and high intensity. And quick thanks to Mission for hooking us up with this gear. With their Vaporactive technology, helps sweat from accumulating, keeps me dry. All right, enough talking. It's Southern California, and it's already hot as hell, so I got to get this cardio workout over with. Let's do it.
When performing fasted cardio, what we'll do is immediately upon waking up, grab a cup of coffee, some BCAAs, and hit either the trail or the treadmill for 30 to 45 minutes, 3 to 4 days a week. We'll typically do this on rest days or when not working out legs. If you're going to be performing it on a treadmill, we'll do it at a 7 to 10% incline at 3.5 to 4 miles an hour. Not the most exciting way to do it, but hey, it works. Need some motivation? The Rocky IV soundtrack is always an option, or just some kick-ass metal. Rock on! If the treadmill isn't an option, or you'd rather go for a nice morning walk, what you'll want to do is go at a pace just fast enough to hold a conversation without running out of breath. This is not only a great way to stay in shape, but for us personally, it's a great way to game plan the rest of your day. It always feels good to beat the sun before it rises and feel like you're already one step ahead. It's basically going to mimic the fasted cardio, but it's going to be immediately after working out. When performing both forms of cardio, we like to keep our heart rate within 70 to 80% of our max capacity. To find out your heart rate max, subtract your age from 220. For example, a 30-year-old's max heart rate would be 190. 70 to 80% of 190 is 133 to 152. That's the range you're going to want to stay in. Alright, time to pull out the big guns. We're on to our final form of cardio, high intensity interval training. We'll usually do this one on rest days, 1 to 2 days a week, and definitely not while fasted. How do you perform HIIT? Well, you begin by doing a balls out sprint for 40 seconds. Once you feel your heart about to press the eject button, slow it down for 20 seconds of active rest. Once those 20 seconds are over, you're back to being a fuel-injected suicide machine. You're going to want to repeat this 10 to 15 times and then you're done. It goes by a lot faster than the other 2 forms of cardio, but it also kicks every inch of your ass. Okay, so we've covered our 3 favorite forms of cardio, but let's not forget our little friend Mr. Food. Is your goal to lose weight? If it is, keep in mind it's going to be much more important to stay in a constant calorie deficit as opposed to just hitting cardio and hoping for the best. And remember, it's more than just eating healthy. You could do cardio and eat healthy food day in and day out, but if you're not tracking your calories, it's always going to remain a guessing game. What's the solution? Find a total daily energy expenditure calculator online and download a calorie tracking app on your phone. You don't have to be religious in your tracking, but at least get an estimate of how much food you should be consuming a day to hit your goals. Believe us, it's gonna help big time. Okay, all forms covered, but you may be wondering which form of cardio is right for me, and which form of cardio is the best. Also, I've heard 1 or more of these forms of cardio doesn't even work. Is that true? Well, let's begin with this quote. To avoid criticism, say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. What the quote forgot to also say was to avoid criticism, do no form of cardio. If you do fasted cardio, you'll lose all your gains. If you do low intensity, you won't raise your heart fast enough to burn fat. If you do high intensity, you'll injure yourself. Now you're afraid of all 3, right? Well, you shouldn't be. What makes fitness fun is it's going to be slightly different for each individual. What works for you may not exactly work the same for someone else. And in our case, all 3 forms of cardio we went over work, but we just like switching it up to keep it fresh. So get out there, get some cardio either for fat loss, aerobic exercise, or just to help clear your head. We use it for all 3. So enjoy your cardio, and until next time, stay buff. And a big thanks to our friends at Mission for hooking us up with their Vaporactive gear. This gear is great for keeping us dry and making us feel cooler and lighter when we do our cardio in this California heat.